sexy Fox girl, who I will refer to as Legs. That's all of the Fox women.
Yeah.
She was all right. She's okay.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool. But
Did you fuck her?
I didn't want to say this, but yes, dude. Yeah.
Nice.
On
bro.
television. That's what they had to cut. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Good job.
They're like, Nick, stop doing that. I'm like, make me. And then they're like, you're a fucking man, dude.
That's
You're
awesome,
so cool.
dude. Hell yeah.
Fox News.
Fox News. Fox News.
No, I didn't fuck her. So they.
What?
Yes.
You were just lying to me?
Yeah, I was, dude. I'm
Fuck,
sorry. I was trying
man.
to impress you.
Yeah.
I actually was orally raped by 5 black men at Fox News. But to be fair, they pranked me. They tricked me into it, so it's my own damn.
It was
big
the
prankster.
Central Park 5.
It was They're in that park. They're tricking young boys. Listen, they got this game. They get you on the baseball team. That's why they always tell you, don't play baseball with them. That's why there's none of them in major leagues, because they rape everybody. Look,
Somebody's doing the raping.
that's going to be the debate. I heard this story. You're not going to believe this story. Jennifer Flowers is right next to him.
Yeah.
Jennifer, you're not going to believe this. I was saying, how funny it would be if, like, this week, Donald Trump also raped Juanita Broderick. Look, I fucked up. I'll admit it, but
That
Bill
would
did
be
it too.
awesome.
I did it,
Oh
sure, but
my
you know, I did it. He
God.
did it. Everybody's done this.
Jesus
This is a thing
Christ.
everybody's done. Who cares?
Did you see the press conference?
Well, hold on. This is what they had to cut me on Red Eye.
Yeah, yeah.
We were talking about this selfie drone or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and the Fox girl was like, "Why would you pay $600 for what is essentially a selfie stick? It's just so you don't have to do this." And she like raised up her arm like she had like a selfie stick, and I was like, "Well, I'll tell you can't do that. John McCain can't raise his arms above his
They
head."
cut you because of that?
Yeah, well, and then everyone got really silent, and I'm like, "No, I can't raise because of Vietnam. They fucked up his shoulder."
No, you can't make fun of him.
They're like looking at me and they're like, "Yeah, okay." And I'm like, "What? That's a good point." And then Trump's like, "I guess that is a good point." Dave Smith's like, "That's not a good point."
Oh,
And then
you went with
afterward-
Dave?
Yeah, and then after,
Dave didn't give you anything on that one?
no, Dave, I don't like. Me and him don't really riff well. None of those guys.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I really riff well with.
But still, I feel like
because Dave's also like a libertarian, so he's on there to be like, actually, 36% of blah blah blah
Right,
blah.
right,
It's like,
right.
all right, okay.
Right.
Uh,
Actually, taxes give
yeah,
you
yeah.
AIDS.
Yeah. No, I mean he goes on there to actually be a news guy.
Right. He knows
Yeah.
what he's talking about. Like a bitch.
And I mean, I'll just do it because they,
Yeah.
give you a free limo ride there.
Right,
Cool.
right.
Some coffee in the green room. Some macaroons.
Shit, I want to do it. Scopo was on it, dude.
Was he?
Yeah.
How did he do?
I watched part of it.
Yeah.
By
Well,
the
they told me.
beginning.
They were like, yeah, we're going to have to cut that John McCain thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? And he's like, well, his children watch this show.
At 3 a.m.?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
They were like, do you have anything you want to plug? I was like, my podcast, Come Town. They're like, yeah, we can't do that. All right.
I
nothing.
haven't been able to plug it on anything, but I'm just like, check out my podcast.
Yeah.
Search it. But that's fucking hilarious that they're like, yeah, we couldn't air the John McCain thing, but we're gonna stick with Trump calling him a pussy essentially for getting captured.
It's true.
Well,
Yeah.
that's news. It's not news to produce a show where they have some no-name comedian come on and insult John McCain.
You didn't insult him.
I
That's
insult
funny.
John McCain.
I actually, I would say, I framed it so it was like, you know who needs this is John McCain.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're insulting disabled veterans by saying who would
That's
need
true.
a
That's
thing like this.
ableist for them to cut it.
Yeah. I was saying it was good that they had
Good.
that drone.
It is ableist, and I won't stand for
Who
it.
the fuck is buying drones? They have ads for drones on the subway now, and it looks like a fucking Minority Report thing.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Drones are really
Big.
big with like Monster Energy Trump kind of guys.
Are they?
Yeah. Like especially like people that live in rural areas, they go out in the fucking desert and whatever.
Fuck with the drone.
Fuck around with some drones.
Watch their
yeah.
neighbors fuck with a
Like
little
Dan
video camera.
Bilzerian kind of guy.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Dan
Love drones.
Bilzerian.
Yeah.
Now there's a.
I can't believe I said the N-word. Oh, my God, I just feel so.
I can't wait for your parents to hear this.
Guess
It was the
what's-
first
guess what's
time-
being cut and then placed into the theme song of the podcast from now on. Yeah, it's just Adam straight up dropping the N-bomb. I'm just glad it wasn't me.
Yeah. That is crazy. I can't believe you did it.
I was saying, I mean, like, let's be honest. Every white guy has said it. I've maintained
No, I'm kidding.
that any white person that says that they haven't said it is either lying or they've never played a video game where you can put in your own name. Because if that is not your name,
I do.
you know what's the best? The more childish the game is, the funnier it gets. I played Pokemon Snap the other day, and that's Professor Oak is just calling me
in all caps.
yeah,
too.
yeah. Picture of Pikachu, comma.
If they ask if it's like an arcade game, they only want 3 initials.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
go NG, A, or R,
Or FAG.
or FA.
Yeah.
It's only 3. You
Classic.
always go FAG.
I go SMD.
Suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
Classic.
I also I was playing some game where it was like I thought it was just for me, and so you had to put in your name, and I was like, it was like some fighting dragon, some gay ass like dragon game on the app games. Where I thought I was just like I'm just gonna pass the time, and they asked me for a name, so I put Adolf Hitler, and I'm like, and they wouldn't let me do it, and I was like, this is fucking lame. So I just spelled it wrong, like, but I was sticking with Adolf Hitler, and it was just like it was like the whole game was super social. It was just like you fight other people and you like you set fire to like other like people's villages and shit. And it's like you've been burned by Adolf Hitler. I can't believe I didn't get fucking like banned from that shit.
Yeah, no, I remember I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 one time, and they have like the other people playing their names right above their like character or whatever. So I'm like waiting for somebody to come out of like a. I'm like trying to shoot somebody and they're in like a building or something. And I'm like waiting for them to come out, and my teammate runs by. And I just see him come on the screen, and he's like slowly going through the building, and then his name appears. And it's just Hitler was right.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
yeah.
dude!
But then he's just playing the game. and-
Right.
He was a good teammate.
Yeah. Well, what's better about that is, what the fuck?
I'm checking that's my car.
It's
Someone's
not your car.
cussing.
It's somebody holding the horn down. Folks, I live in a pretty wacky neighborhood called Bedford-Stuyvesant. You may. Oh man,
Live from Bedford-Stuyvesant, the livest one.
I was in upstate last night, and there was like a family having like a birthday dinner next to me. It was like they were what is that kind of brown Chinese? I guess like Filipino or something.
Hmong?
No, they were like Filipino or something.
Okay. Yeah,
And,
Filipino, the party.
Yeah,
Asian.
like the Asians that like steal car stereos.
Yeah.
The Asians, other Asians look down upon.
Humungs.
Filipinos, right?
Yeah, it's Filipinos.
Oh yeah, shout out Bruno Mars.
Yeah. Is he Filipino?
I think
Yeah.
so. Shout
I
out.
thought he
Loud.
was lesbian.
He's both.
Yeah. Man, his music is catchy as hell, but just what a fucking like derivative, formulaic.
It's all just very shitty versions.
Well, it's
of
just
Michael
stealing-
Jackson.
Yeah, it's like Morris Day in the time.
Yeah.
sort of.
Mhm.
Yeah. That Don't Believe Me, the Uptown Funk song was dope. I'm sorry.
Well, the new one's pretty good.
I'm not gonna apologize.
24 karat magic.
Yep. He did it on SNL this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, no, they had him on the Today Show or whatever.
Mhm.
Or they were talking about it on the Today Show. I got broadcast television again, so I watched the Today Show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Yeah, no,
You got the digi antenna.
digital antenna.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I like that the electronics are just creeping out of my room.
That and that cum towel.
Yeah, the fucking Today Show has not changed at all. It's just
It's
like
still louder.
we're gonna be old, out of touch old women talking
Right,
about
right,
pop
right.
music for a second. Like, well, I tell you, that Bruno Mars, that's just a digging, groovy tune that I'm listening to. All right, great. And next up, we have a retarded girl who has cancer, so we're giving her mom a makeover. And then they cut the mom's outside for some reason. She's like outside waving it. They don't.
Oh,
bring
yeah,
her in the
yeah, the
fucking building.
window
I don't know why she
thing,
has to
yeah.
sit outside in the cold with everybody else, behind those corrals. Those people that get balloons that want to be seen on TV.
That's like all they talk about. That's their Facebook picture
Right,
for
yeah.
the rest of their life.
And then this makeover's always like, well, she looked like shit before, but now she looks like a substitute teacher. So we did it. She's still not fuckable, but sorry your kid has leukemia.
She'll be crying out this blue eyeshadow at any
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
on the car ride home.
Yeah, have you seen that clip of what is it with Kathy Lee Giffords brings on the autistic boy?
No.
Who so it's like some school where like a jock, it's like you won't believe this story, where in, shithole Kansas, a small town of 5 people, where a little autistic boy with no friends, that was a loser, that nobody wanted to hang out with. He sucked, frankly. When one of the jocks from the school made the brave stance of not bullying him and pretending to be his friend.
Yeah.
And then, so and then they fucking...
Like sitting with him at lunch.
Yeah,
Gives
sitting
him
with him at
Jordans.
lunch, yeah. And then so they bring him in, and then they have the autistic boy there. And then all the women, Kathy Giffords and like her photos of the dumb women on the show, they've just been like hot cunts their
Yeah, yeah.
entire life.
Right.
Now they're rich, and like they
Mhm.
can't relate. There's no way they could possibly relate to this autistic boy. And she's like looking at him, and she's like, "And Jonathan, how did it make you feel when Brock?"
I don't know feelings.
Yeah, yeah. And he's like, "I don't know, fine." And she's like, "But isn't it just so crazy that he wanted to be friends with you? Isn't that just make you feel great that, somebody?" And she's just handling it so poorly.
And she
And then
sang to him.
Yeah, they have the song from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
guy, and then they had some fucking guy write a song for the autistic boy, and it's like.
And Kathy Lee performed
Yeah,
it.
well, no, Kathy didn't perform. Oh, yeah, she sings the
did.
song.
She
But
sings
the
the
lyrics of the
song.
song, the lyrics of the song are like, "When you're a fucking loser,
yeah.
I won't hang out with you, but then the kindness of a stranger, and then and the kid, they come back, the kid, and he's crying. And then she's like, why are you crying? He's like, it make me sad,
Oh my God.
There's a really good Stern segment
About it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's, like,
really?
on
I don't
YouTube.
want to fuck. Why don't you cut in with that at the beginning, you
Now
fucking
we just did a much
dickhead?
shittier version of it.
Wasn't paying attention, and then I found out
Fucking
I told you my friend's uncle was like
sucked your dick when you
was
were
a
little?
huge Stern head, and he was a New York City cop, and some guy like called from the George Washington Bridge. He's like, "Hey Howard, Baba Booey, like I'm gonna kill myself." Howard, it's me. I just Baba Booey. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna kill myself, throw myself off the George Washington Bridge. And so my friend's uncle was just in the squad car, and he heard it, and he's like, he just pulled around, got on the George Washington Bridge, and then Howard. It's incredible. It's all on YouTube. And Howard's like talking him through it and telling him why he shouldn't die and shouldn't kill himself. And Howard's being like hilarious.
Right.
And then my friend's uncle like saves him.
Whoa.
And then he takes the phone. He's like, "Hey Howard, big fan. I was listening. Detective Bleecker here, big fan. Yeah, just out here saving lives. Remember people called on 9/11?
Yeah, that was a sketch I wanted to do.
Yeah, we were talking about
there's
that.
all these on YouTube. They have like calls from the towers,
Holy
and it's
shit.
911 calls where people are like, "There's a lot of smoke in here. You gotta get somebody up here. We're in Tower 2. You gotta get somebody up here." And it's they're like, "Just stay with us. Stay on the phone."
call
And then it's like
Stern.
synced up. It's like synced up to videos of like the towers falling or whatever.
Oh.
So like you gotta get up, and then it cuts off as the
Jesus
tower falls. They're like
Christ.
terrifying videos. So, but like to redo those, but have them be like, "Yeah, there's a lot of smoke up here. Anyhow, I love you, Howard, and Baba Booey, love the show. Shout out to Crackhead Bob, rest in peace. Love the show, Howard. Just want oh God, yeah, just calls
I just
out.
want to say, Robin, I love you and motorboat your titties anything. Beetlejuice, you're the funniest retard I've ever seen in my entire life. Big fan, Howie.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be on their show before I died in 9/11, so
Never forget me, please. Don't ever
please,
forget me.
Howie.
Fuck, man.
God, he is the fucking best. He's the fucking.
H. Stern.
Well, come
Did you
on.
guys
Let's
listen?
not plug other shows on here. We'll lose our audience.
Yeah. I mean, he's like my second favorite podcaster behind us. You know?
Yeah, tied.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Mark Maron though. I think it's safe to say we have a much better show than Mark Maron.
Easily, much better thought out,
Mhm.
better guests.
Yeah.
First of all, when we do have big guests,
Yeah.
we try harder on the
Just fucking
interviews
have
than he does.
right. Have fucking the president on and be like, so what was Dan Ninen like?
No, he did. He does. He had the president on. He's like, so who are your guys? Like, who are your guys growing up?
He had the president, and he just talked all the over. Basically, talking over the president at any point is like, come on, man. Let's listen to Baraki Obama speak. Who's with me, huh?
I don't know. I feel like you can hear the president talk whenever. I think it's.
I want to
funny.
ask him if he comes now.
I just want everyone in the podcast land to think me
Mark is as cool as Barack Obama.
Do you
We're
think-
colleagues in a way?
Do you think that Michelle Obama fucks Barack Obama? He's on.
Well,
the
first of
force.
all, she's a gay man.
Here's what I'm.
That's my favorite conspiracy theory.
Is that
Is that Michelle Obama is a gay man?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Obama is a gay prostitute.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. That
Yeah.
he was during the Benghazi attacks. No one could find him because he was doing cocaine and having gay sex.
That's
Which
so
is like,
cool.
which is like, who is the fucking the source of that conspiracy? You know, it's got to be a 12-year-old boy
Right.
that they're all like, yeah,
Who
this
wants
guy
to
knows.
fuck the president?
Yeah.
I will say this. We'll break this on Cumtown.
Oh,
because
yeah?
This hasn't been in the press, but Chris Stevens, the ambassador during Benghazi, was in. My friend, Anyway, it's pretty much a fact that he was in that house. The State Department told him not to be in that house, but he was visiting his gay lover in that house during Benghazi attack.
Really?
It's true.
You just break that?
I just broke it on Cumtown. They can't get anyone on the record to say it,
But you, Adam Friedland.
but he was visiting his gay Libyan lover
What
in
was
the Benghazi house.
What was his
Yeah.
name?
It was actually the 4 Marines that died. They were part of an organization called the U.S. Marine Corps. That's actually a cover for having gay sex.
It's true.
Doing pull-ups.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever see anything that says USMC, that's
Mhm.
actually a secret code. It means
Man cru-
you,
man-
you
man
suck
cock.
men's cocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Under secret men cocksucking detail.
Yeah, it's true.
The Navy SEALs, that stands for sucking, eating a lot of loads. Delta
what else?
Force.
Delta
stands
Force.
for dicks
Dick.
entering
Little.
Tiny assholes.
assholes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They're
that's just a
pedophiles.
fact.
Delta Force is actually a group of pedophiles.
Yeah.
Wait, the
What else? What
Marines.
else?
The
Let me
Marines
tell you
are-
this: if you're a tier 1 operator and you're out there listening to this, I'll kick your ass, dude. I'll fucking. I will meet up with you and I will beat the shit out of you.
I'll
if you're
tell
a
you
fucking
something right
U.S.
now.
Navy SEAL and you want to fight me,
Yeah,
you better prepare to fucking lose.
I'll
dude.
tell you something right
I
now.
will beat you up and I'll steal your fucking little hat and I'll wear it around because now I'm a Navy SEAL. And
Yeah.
that's the fucking rule.
Yep.
If you beat up a Navy SEAL, that's how you become a Navy SEAL. So you can
Well,
suck my
woman-
stolen valor dick.
Jane could do it. Some woman named
Yeah,
Jane.
G.I.
could do it.
Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah, great job, guys. You let a woman with breast cancer become one of you.
Not a big deal.
You know what a woman with
going
breast
off the
cancer will never do?
haircut?
Be on my podcast. They'll never get to that level of prestige.
Jesus fucking
Never.
Christ.
Never.
So that's definitive right now. Right now is what
I
you're
won't
saying.
stand for it.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a good podcast.
That
So,
was a good ep.
yeah, guys, thanks for listening to the premium content.
And remember, that offer stands. If you're out there, you're in the service, and you wanna get your fucking ass kicked,
See
see me with the hands, bitch. What's up? You're listening to Countries We Fucked, the anti-Israel podcast.
Yeah.
With your host, Adam Friedland. I listened to an episode of GW.
Guys, we fucked.
Yeah.
How was it?
I don't know. It was like, there was like 30 minutes. I mean, I don't want to shit on other comics, but there was like 30 minutes solid of plugging sponsors,
Oh damn.
and it's like the amount of money this section is generating.
Yeah.
Like, making me so.
I
Dude,
didn't
can we
realize
get?
that
Why
it
don't we
was-
have? By the way, why don't we have Fleshlight or some other porn company or some kind of
That shit's
cum?
tricky. I'm like actually working on
Oh, okay.
some stuff.
I
so.
didn't realize it was guys we fucked. I thought it was F and then @ pound, you know, asterisk. I didn't realize that's what
Yeah,
it stood
it's guys we F cartoons getting into a fight in the Wild West. CKED.
for. I mean, that's just a perfect example of patriarchy at work. iTunes making them change
Yeah.
fucked into some sort of.
And then the boys roll through with
And then
a
the
literal
cum
cum
boys.
logo.
What is going on,
right
by the way?
past.
I thought for sure the first one we uploaded was gonna get like. Can't they just tell us we can't do it?
A guy told me that the iTunes guys is just it's one guy. It's one
Oh,
guy
nice.
that runs
Standards and
podcasts.
practices.
No, it's like one guy that's like, yeah, I'm iTunes Eric. I'll just hang out here at Apple Cappuccino, baby. I make the lists. I figure out which ones are the best ones that everybody likes. Yeah, I mean we don't chart anymore.
Cool.
Unless it's like immediately after the podcast is uploaded.
Right.
And then it's I don't know. You have to get subscribers. I don't know how the fuck that shit works.
Right.
I was told that it's mostly bullshit by a guy that's also not on the top. Yeah, I'm sure if you ask
Ira Glass.
if you ask Christina or Joe Rogan, they'd be like, no, it's 100% legitimate. Those statistics are real. But who cares?
It's good to be with the
Yeah,
damn
we're
boys.
on there. We're on there despite breaking all the fucking rules. I think the only reason why is because I made sure to mark everything as explicit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like mislabeling things is what might get people in trouble.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like if you call it the Blues Clues podcast and the picture is a dick going into a child's mouth, they might be like, okay, well, is it explicit? And then if you say yes,
You're
then
fine.
there you go. You're good.
Now, is that an actual picture
The
you
official
took?
Blues Clues podcast with me, your host, and it's just the sound. That's all the podcast. It's and then Velcro strapping and unstrapping.
And then
That's just how- yeah.
a baby crying.
Yeah. Yo, how about that video? Did you guys see I posted it? I found a video of a baby laughing slowed down, and it sounds
Like Brandon.
It sounds
I heard
exactly
that.
like
yeah.
Brandon.
Really? I faved it.
Yo, this fucking piece of shit cat. Can you stop it?
Yeah. That's Brandon.
That doesn't sound exactly like him.
Yes, this is our first. We haven't chilled in a while.
I know, it's nice to be back, dude. So much hilarious.
Boys.
We missed the Trump pussy grab
Yeah,
shit.
we stacked episodes a couple weeks ago before Stav went out of town, and I was talking to Nick's roommate Felix, and he's like, "What if something terrible happens, like a terrorist attack? Like you guys won't be able to pot it out, and then
Something
so many
incredible
better
happened.
things happen than terrorist attacks."
I love it, dude. Move on her like a bitch. Trump was trying to get pussy via furniture.
Yeah. Move on her like a bitch. I think was the hidden gem.
It was beautiful.
of the recording.
I'm a
Well, I was
like
talking.
a bitch.
I was talking with Dave Smith in the green room of Red Eyes, which is a TV show that I do.
Yeah. All right.
What
An
channel?
unpaid TV show that airs at 3 a.m.
Yeah. So we were there, and I was saying like that. The most the angle I would have gone with that recording is like it's embarrassing that they have a secret recording of Donald Trump earnestly trying to impress Billy Bush.
Billy Bush. Yeah.
It's like honestly if they be like, oh, we got this secret recording of Donald Trump bragging how much he can bench press to Ryan Seacrest. That would be bad to me. It's like, oh, in secret he talks about how he grabs women's pussies. It's like, I'm sure,
Right.
like why?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's shocked that that guy
I don't know.
ropes bitches?
Yeah,
I
this
guess
country
it's this
fucking
late in the
sucks.
game that they're like they have to. Okay, this is the thing we're gonna be outraged with.
Right, it did feel like a thing of like every Republican was trying to find something to distance
Well,
themselves.
two
with.
months ago it was like, yeah, he raped a child. And we're like, so what? Like we need
Right.
something better.
2 months
Like,
ago,
we
he
got
was
Access Hollywood involved. They're like juicy.
like, no, he's like, we need a literal Gestapo force to go from house to house and take illegals, like the Holocaust. and take illegals and send them to Mexico. And everyone's like, "Oh, make America."
Well,
great.
honestly, you're kind of racist if you have a problem with that. Like sending people back to
interesting.
Mexico. 'Cause it's like Mexico's great. It's a POC country, so it's better than America. Basically, everything POCs have ever done is better than what white people do.
Right,
so,
right.
like he's saying, we want to take these people and send them to a place better than America.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
is
yeah.
that
Oh,
bad?
I see.
So
Oh, I
I
didn't
mean,
realize
basically,
that
this
angle.
whole thing is that he's losing, right?
Yeah.
And they want an excuse to not endorse him because he's losing now.
Yep, that's the hot political ass fucking take.
Is
from
that
the-
it? Thank
Yeah,
you.
my question
Yeah.
is, who gives a shit?
I
It's
don't
been 2
fucking
weeks.
care.
Yeah, yeah.
We
no
don't
one cares.
care.
I don't
I
care.
don't know. There's
We
funny
missed
stories
Ken
we can talk
Bone.
about.
We missed Ken Bone.
Yeah, somebody said he looked like you.
Huh?
Somebody
Yeah, I mean,
said-
everyone's gonna say it every time a fat guy with glasses comes up, but I'm much cuter than Ken Bone.
Yeah, I don't think you look like Ken Bone.
Thank you.
Shout out to Ken Bone for not getting in trouble for child porn. I was like, this guy's definitely gonna be a child porn guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? You
No,
just
yeah, I
look
feel
at
that
him,
way.
you're like,
I mean,
oh,
you
yeah.
know what I feel that way about Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
People are like, he was great, and I'm like, yeah, he didn't fuck kids, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And
No,
I'm like,
but I-
no, really. I mean, I feel like he should have. He had to have wanted to.
Mhm.
He wanted to.
You think he wanted to fuck kids?
Absolutely, dude.
Okay.
Mr. Rogers.
I don't think so. I bet you Mr. Rogers fucked whores, dude.
No, I guarantee you, those guys' balls were fucking ocean blue.
No.
They were like just they were
I bet
ready
you
to
he
pop.
fucked. Like he
Like
fucking.
ripe blueberries. He was fucking so waiting.
Every time a little girl like bent over to tie her shoes,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, "Oh boy."
He's like, I gotta go hang out with the trolley. Yeah, he's into tiny train. His best friend was a train that he talked to. He hung out with children, of course, dude.
Yeah, he would kiss kids with the puppets
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that he was operating. No, let me kiss you lower.
and the power of Christ kept him so thoroughly, in the tiny closet that he never.
Is that what being a child? Is that the closet child molesters hide in? Is the tiny closet?
Yeah, the play school closet, the toy chest.
In the toy chest.
Wait, I think toy chest is like, wasn't that the name of like
It's a porn store.
Yeah, that was like the FBI one last year. No, it was like Playpen. That was the one.
That's hilarious.
Last year, the
Playpen's great name.
well, last year the FBI they like seized some child pornography website, and they're like, this website is so good, we have to keep it going so we can catch more pedophiles, and they just ran a child pornography website.
Oh my!
for like
That I
6
mean,
months.
clearly there was a pedophile in charge of that operation.
It always turns out that that's the fucking case. Like,
Right.
I mean, like that was my big gripe with all that
To Catch a
a
Predator.
predator shit.
Yeah.
It's like, they're like, look at these heroes that pretend to be children online all day and try to fuck grown men. It's like, no, there's something wrong with those people.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Didn't they find some shit on the host, Chris?
No, I think you said this before. I don't think so. I think he just sucks.
Maybe. All right.
He wasn't fucking kids, right?
I fucking
Yeah.
I hope to God he fucked kids.
If he fucked kids, we'd know about it.
Yeah,
It would
of
be the
course.
biggest thing. It would be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, if he's so funny.
He fucked kids.
If he got caught.
That would be better than Seventh Heaven. That's the one that could top the Seventh Heaven.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I don't think he ever penetrated a kid, but
You think they kissed?
he could do. I mean, it's not illegal.
Do you think if you want to make out with kids, that seems weird?
It's not illegal.
I mean, the whole thing seems weird. Don't get me wrong. Unlike penetrating, which seems great. No, that's not. Fuck, man. It's
Do you
weird to
remember when
fuck
we were
kids.
doing the Drake freestyle?
Yeah.
If it ain't penetration, it ain't illegal.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That's a classic.
That was a good early
Yeah.
move to New York hang.
Yeah.
Doing the Drake
Penetration
pedophile.
ain't illegal, dog.
Ain't no penetration, ain't illegal, dog. Tell that baby I'm gonna slide that diaper off.
Push the diaper to the side.
I just love that like
Put your dap
the confidence with that fucking horrible legal advice.
yeah.
he's just
Bro,
actively
yeah.
wrong.
If it ain't penetration.
Called a judge.
Your
said a
Honor,
judge ain't-
I never penetrated the toddler. It was heavy petting.
I'm gonna suck the baby off. If it ain't penetration, ain't illegal, dog.
Tell that judge any case I'm gonna beat it, dog.
I'm stuck the baby off.
I'm
If it ain't penetration ain't illegal, dog.
God, this is
like a
we.
minimalist beat.
Yeah. Mud it on a beat.
Yeah.
Mud it on a beat. How?
Yeah, it's crazy that people just want to fuck kids.
I
And
know.
then they have to live a normal life and be like, you know what's really bad is people who want to fuck kids. Like, honestly, you know what I would never want to do is fuck a kid.
Well, that's. I mean, it's the same with like the
Being gay.
SJ Dubs, like or like male feminists on Twitter that turn out to have grabbed women's pussies themselves.
Yeah, like
You know?
that Devin
Same,
guy.
like the Devin dude. Yeah.
Who's Devin?
He's
There's a
some
guy on Twitter
shitty
last
film
week.
critic.
Yeah, he's like a film, like he has some shitty fucking film blog,
Right.
or whatever, which I feel is like what the internet was made for, is for
Right.
fat guys to be like, wow, you know, Kevin Smith really fucked the pumpkin on that one.
My favorite was the guy from Catfish who took that selfie in the elevator after Ray Rice. Do you remember that?
Wow,
He took a
really?
selfie that's like, this elevator is violence free, like only cowards would like attack women or some shit like that. And then it turned out that in college he punched a woman in the face.
Whoa, what was the scenario?
Nev from Catfish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is he the one with the silver hair?
He's got a tramp stamp. No, it's
He's the other guy?
He has a lower back tattoo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever hit a woman?
Have I ever hit a woman?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No.
One time when I was drunk, I threw my keys in the direction of my girlfriend, and for like, she never let me live that down. She was like, "Well, there was that one time you got violent," and I'm like, "That wasn't violence. You weren't letting me drive, so I threw my keys."
Your girlfriend punched you in the balls outside of Caroline's.
Yeah,
Nick was pissed.
I was pissed, dude.
He was mad.
Fucking punched
She's
me in
like,
the balls.
sorry. Get off me.
That's crazy because your girlfriend also sucked me on the balls.
Come on, dude.
It's the same. And then also Adam's girlfriend sucked me on the balls.
There you go. That's
Yeah, there we go. That's on brand. Yeah.
That's on the money. So what have you? How was the road? Did anything gay happen? I thought we were gonna have story time.
Yeah, yeah, we got
You
stories.
get back. I've been in fucking sitting in traffic all day.
What'd you do
I went upstate.
to fuck your family? I asked you this
guess.
off pod.
No, I went to a pumpkin patch.
Oh, you did girlfriend time this weekend.
I forgot. I bullied him.
You fucking faggot.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do shit.
I didn't enjoy myself at the
No,
pumpkin
man.
patch.
I just drank apple cider and ignored everything going on.
I remember one time.
The apple picking date is always about the girlfriend's outfit, right? For the selfie.
Yeah,
It's- you know what's funny?
It's all about. She's been planning it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. Doing any kind of like patch activity or
Yeah,
picking
patch.
fruit.
Yeah,
patch,
yeah.
You know, that kind of shit.
I like Mexicans
That's like
to do that
that's
for
like
me.
on par with like. Yeah, I let them put something in my ass.
Right. It's the flipped equivalent.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it's not the worst. I'm not gonna love it.
Yeah.
There might be a second
the
where it's
equivalent-
fun.
I'll get to eat that pie once that pumpkin pie's made.
That's gonna be
able to
good.
eat it.
Yeah. I remember one time in college, I went. There was like some fucking college trip to a pumpkin patch, and it was like all couples. And my roommate George went with his terrible girlfriend he had at the time, and then me and my friend Josh just went together, and we're just like fucked up. We're just like two dickheads, and then he just completely leaves his girlfriend, and we just go apple picking, the three of us, and his girlfriend's trying to find us the whole time. We're like on each other's shoulders, like
That's
picking
awesome.
apples. We were taking a nap together.
That sounds
Just
like a great day.
It was fucking incredible, and his girlfriend hated it. It was awesome.
Yeah. You know, what I used to love as a kid is the